3, and then I guess 4 as well, right? So there are some reasons why this trade was valid. So we're looking to enter off these absorption areas. And so just to make things clear for traders to understand is I want you to start building a narrative before you go into the markets, right? So every trade you take needs to follow a narrative, right? So what do I mean by narrative, right? So if we go back to our naked chart over here, what we've seen over here is we see bearish market structure. So that's kind of step 1, right? We now have an established dealing range, this high down to this low, right? So this is a dealing range. Sorry, this is step 2, our dealing range, right? So we have bearish market structure, we have a clear dealing range, right? Tick. Now, if we didn't have a clear dealing range, let's say if price was just melting, and we didn't have this sharp pullback like we do here, then this would not be classed as a dealing range, and in that case, we wait, right? If you don't have a clear dealing range, no, you don't trade. But if you do, because for this particular scenario, we had a clear dealing range, right? So this was number 2. Now, number 3 or step 3 was, is price in a premium? So what we can see here, price is giving us structure high, structure low, and we've eventually retested ourselves back into the premium, right? Which is above the 50% area. Now, when we're above the 50% area, what this means or what this represents to us is that we're in a premium, right? This is the narrative that you want to be building. So I strongly recommend traders follow if-then statements. Traders have a flow chart in place that they can understand, right? And then this process here then allows you to find the premium. So for example, this is the premium. And then of course we have a key level resting over here, right? So this is step 4. Now, so the mistake that I see traders make is they try to jump into trades without having the narrative in place, right? So the narrative comes down to this flow chart over here, right? Your narrative simply comes down to how well you can read markets, right? Very important to understand that. How well do you read markets? How well do you understand the story? So let's break this one.